Okay, it's Monday, April 20th, and right now we have our incubator. We borrowed from Money Pit Homesteading. Borrowed it from him. It's my dad, and he has about 4 of them, so we borrowed one. We're going to incubate some guinea eggs. They're pretty cool.
I see it.
And then, say hi. So, what we did here is we set the temperature for 38 degrees Celsius, and we're gonna just set them in there and then hit start, and then hit reset, and then in I think it's 28 days we're going to have some guineas, hopefully. So we'll follow along. We'll see how that goes. Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to put these in here. I think we need to add a little bit more water.
More water? The fishy?
Did this the other day and the water ran out the bottom of it. Okay, it's beeping saying that it's open. What we'll do is we'll just place these eggs in here.
That's it.
Hold on. Hold on.
I see it.
Can you see it?
Yep. No more. No more.
Alright, so we got our eggs in there. We got our eggs in there, and we're gonna let those go for, I think it's 28 days.
Again. No on.
Alright, follow along.
Again. And then.
So this is where the chickens were. As you can see, we just moved it up so they could still have their water. But it's pretty amazing to see the difference in just their poop. So as you can see, okay, there's where the chickens were. And this is where they were not. And look at the difference in the grass. And the only difference is the fact that we had chickens on it. That was it. Over here, we had, we had the goats. So from this point over was the goats, and from this point over was the chickens. And it's like, look at this line. Look at this line. So chickens, nothing has been over here. This is just our normal grass. And you can like see a line. Even like over here, you can see a line. Oh, Adeline and Joseph are here. Can you say hi? Adeline, can you say hi? And so then this was where the goats were. We've just moved the fence up closer to the barn and closer to the actual goat fence that we have, because this is just our temporary fence. So now we want our chickens to go in there and spread the goat manure all over our yard.
We were wanting to do it where the existing fence was, where the goats were, right through here and all the way through the trees. But then we were trying to figure out how to get it up there with the third fence, and we didn't want too big of an area because they'd be in here forever at that point. But I mean, this is still manageable, so I think this will break down fine. This will be a really good experiment because we know what it looks like with the chickens on it. We know what it looks like with the goats on it because they ate it down pretty good. Now we'll know what it looks like with the chickens and the goats on it up there in that section right there.
Yep.
So when we mow that, we'll be able to tell the difference between here, and there.
Yeah, because
then you'll know if when you put the chickens on top of this, does that make it look better?
right, because what our plan is whenever we do the paddocks so our paddocks not to make you guys sick. So our paddocks are going to go over there. That's our big field. And they're going to go all the way up our hill and all the way to the top of our hill. So what our plan is to put so we're going to do goats, then our cows, and then our chickens. And so we're going to see, that's kind of our experiment. So we want the goats to eat the weeds. We want the cows to eat the grass because they really didn't eat our grass here. They ate weeds, but I wish I had taken a picture before, but they really didn't eat our grass down. They really ate weeds. And so we need our cows.
Right there.
Oh yeah, I can do up
they
here.
Didn't even touch any of that.
That's right. I didn't mow the whole area because we put the chickens in it. So, okay, so you can see. So all of this is beautiful green grass, like right in here. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous grass, and they didn't touch it. But you can see, like, is the fence on?
It is on.
Okay. But you can see, like, here, like, they ate it down. Those are weeds. And we sat out here and watched them. They would go straight by the beautiful grass to eat weeds. So we're really excited. So the goal is, I'm going to say it again. The goal is whenever we do our paddocks is to do goats. Then after we move the goat out of that paddocks, then we're going to put our cows in. And then we're going to move our cows out. And then we're putting our chickens in. And then it's going to be on a rest period until they come all the way around and we do it all over again. So that's what our goal is.
Yeah, so it's going to be pretty fun. It should be, yeah, I mean, if it doesn't work, then we'll change it. So it can't go wrong. It can be off and it could look like crap, but I don't think you can do anything wrong. Yeah. So we got our stakes, our fence posts, so we're going to start on that maybe tomorrow. Our neighbor stopped in. Saturday we're supposed to get bees and get that started, so we're excited about that. And then he said that we might even be able to get a second hive because somebody that he knows doesn't want to do a hive no more. So if they don't want to do it, instead of letting it go bad and the bees all die, he said for us to take it. So I'm going to go look at it, and then so we'll see about that. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Then we'll have 2 hives. More honey. I don't even like honey. I like sorghum. Honey's not my favorite.
And we don't have enough land to do sorghum, so.
It'd be something fun to do.
Yeah. So, anyway, stay tuned. We're hoping to add to the farm very soon. Oh, tell them the exciting news. Cows.
Oh, yeah. So we got, we messaged the guy on Facebook, and he's got a couple, he does calves, and we're going to try bottle feeding. And so those should be here by Thursday, and then
we're gonna have 2 cows.
Yeah,
we're gonna have cool. A bull and a heifer.
Yeah, a heifer.
Yeah.
I think you said if they come in, because we said we wanted not a breeding pair, but we just it's just gonna work out that way probably. But maybe a Holstein, and then just a beef calf. He said a black one. So we'll see what they look like when they come in, and so we're excited. We're gonna have some.
Our first bottle cows.
Yeah,
on the farm.
Our first cow.
Yeah.
Yeah, our first cow. So.
Yeah. So now we'll have goats, chickens, cows, bees, and then we got to get a couple pigs.
Yeah, we'll be in the market to getting pigs.
Jack's crying. Gotta go, guys.
We'll be in the market to get pigs, so we'll do that. I think we're leaning into getting like it's like registered Herefords is what we like, that color. That, I mean, that's a little more than what we want to do, but I mean, just any pig really. And we're gonna put them in the barn for a little bit and let them do what they're made to do, till the ground and clean the stalls up and get those back to where I can dig them out, and then we can put wood chips in there. So we're gonna get with a tree service guy probably this week and see if we can get a load of wood chips. And at Ivy Acres, little plug there, she just done wood chips and they're gonna do a compost with that. So I was watching another YouTuber and they're using the wood chips as bedding in their stalls and stuff. So we're gonna try to do that, see how that works, because right now it's like 18 inches or something like that, or maybe even more, of pure poop, because they've just walk on it and it's concrete. And then I'm like, well, as long as it's not soggy, put some dirt on top of that. But let's just get all that out. We'll spread that, put it in the garden, put it in the ground, put it and just make it where it's all, let it go back, and then put wood chips that we can compost and stuff like that, because I think that's gonna be kind of fun to do. We done like a compost this year, and that was all right. It did really black dirt. That was just the leaves from the yard, some clippings, some poop, some chicken poop, goat poop out there, and stuff like that. So we kind of blended that together. Didn't do no water, didn't do no instructions, didn't do it like you're supposed to. And it turned out decent. So, I mean, it was just 4 pallets I got from my dad at Money Pit Homesteading. So I got it from him, and he brung it over, and I screwed it up, and it looked all right. So we're gonna try that. We're gonna try to do it accurately, how you're supposed to. Maybe do a temperature gauge and stuff like that. So that should be pretty fun. All right. There's Jack.
Is he high?
Got Adeline over here with the dog.
It's a love-hate relationship, them two.
But all right, well, I'm gonna get off here.
Bye, guys.
Maybe go look at some bees. All right, so I'm getting ready to go over to this guy's house. He's got the bees. I got my veil and a jacket. That's all I got. I'm not taking anything else. I'm probably gonna get stung. I got some gloves, but they're not what you're supposed to use. So we'll try this, and hopefully we don't get stung. We're not gonna put any pressure on them. We're not gonna try to take the hive today. I'm in Jessica's Land Rover, and so let's not try to get stung. But we're gonna go over here. We're gonna look at them and see what we got. My neighbor, he said if the boxes are bad, then he might be able to hook me up with some boxes. If not, we haven't got our bees yet. The first box, we haven't got our bees yet, so we can still go to there and get some boxes if they have them. But give you an update on the doghouse. We haven't done nothing, not a thing. I broke the window out, and those little bitty things that put the glass back in, couldn't find them. I had them. I know I had a box or a little container of them. Searched and searched and searched, because I kind of want to put it back in right. Like, I mean, I could have put silicone up and it'd been fine. It's just a doghouse, but might as well put the glass in right. I don't want to break it again, because if I do, then I only have one more chance to fix it, because I only got the one more window. So I haven't done anything else to it. We got a trailer hitch bracket and stuff like that hooked up for the Land Rover, because I sold my truck. I didn't have pull out of this road. I didn't have after I sold my truck, we didn't have anything to pull anything yet, so we were kind of waiting on if I could ask somebody, and I didn't want to ask nobody to go get anything for me. So we ordered a trailer hitch, we put it on the car, everything was good. Went to Caneyville this morning, and because you got to call in and order what you want. So we did that. They got it ready. We went down there. We picked up some J channel, some F channel, some starter strips, some corners. So, okay, now we got more money in the doghouse than $75 because, yeah, we're vinyl siding. So vinyl siding is a little bit more than what we should have done. We shouldn't be building a doghouse this fancy, but we're doing it. So we might as well commit to it. And I don't think Archie really likes it now because we had him with the goats, and now he's a yard dog again. So he might like it, he might not. I moved the goats to the top pasture. It's just a big field that I had, so we got them up there. Go water them in the morning, make sure everybody's loving it. So we got the stuff to do that. We got our fence rods. It's rebar. Half-inch rebar, 20-foot long. We bought it full length, save a little bit of money, and I'll cut it myself. Since I have a 20-foot trailer, I was like, yeah, sure, go on. Convenience-wise, if I didn't have a trailer, I would have definitely let them cut it, and then it had already be set. But I heard that they might not be able to read a tape measure on some points because Dad's was a little short, a little long, so we're going to do something different. We're going to cut them at 4 foot long, and then leave 10 inches in the ground. I think that should work. Plus, it gives me a little bit, like 1 extra. So that should help, and then that way it kind of goes a little bit further. I drove out of Caneyville and forgot the Dare screw type insulators. Whoops. So we'll either go back to Caneyville or order those online. But I think we're here. I gotta go to the blue silos, and then first house on the left, I think it's got bees. So I'm gonna hop off here and make sure we're right, and then kind of gear up and see some bees. And then see how big this hive is. And it should be fun. I mean, who would have thought before we got our bees we're gonna get bigger in bees? I don't know. So, all right, I'm gonna hop off here. I'll come back in a second. All right, well, we just got out of the field, come back. It was no go. The bees have already left. He said that he was spraying the field with I don't know what, but he was spraying it, and then they were swarming. So what I've read and what I've YouTubed was that if they are swarming, normally they're gone. They're going, or they're getting out of Dodge, because something there is not, they're not liking it. And I don't know if the video was any good or not, but the box was bad. It had, they were small boxes, and it maybe had 2 or 3 of it, but they were just rotten. There was a mouse nest looked like inside of it, so it hasn't been happy for a while. So we didn't get that, but he said he'd let me know if he sees any bees around, and maybe we can go catch us a wild hive. So that should be fun. We'll just do that, and we'll get our bees coming in. We're guaranteed to get those in Saturday, so we'll just do that. And if we can get a hookup from anybody else, that'd be nice. You know, we'll take anybody's bees if they don't want them no more. We'll give it a shot and go from there. But he said that last week they were swarming, so it would have been fun. It had been good to get a phone call last week. Then I could have came over and maybe wrangled them in. I don't know. We could have been like the dirt rooster and wrangled them in somehow. So, oh well, it is what it is, right? So I'll drive back home and let Jessica know that we're only going to have the one hive. So we might not need it another hive. We don't know what we're doing yet. So, you know, we don't know what we're doing. Do we need to overextend ourselves? I don't know. But if you hear about any bees out there that you don't want, give me a call. Hit me in the comments. We might as well. If nobody wants them, we'll take them. And worst case scenario, they'll fly away somewhere. So, all right, we'll see ya.